This one's for the boys. I've been singing about dirt roads and small towns, all about my first love and how she let me down, my last heartbreak and the one that got away from me. There's something about the way that the notes ring out when you play a slow dance at a bar downtown. That ain't this, and this one ain't for me. I could use a long night dropping down the tri-line, talking about nothing, waiting on a bite. Ain't never had a bad day, chilling on a tailgate, grilling in the parking lot before the game. It's about time we had a song to raise them up and make some noise. This one's for the boys. There's a time and place for a sad, sad song, but it's Friday night and I just got off. We don't need a plan, we just need a place to meet. I could use a long night dropping down the tri-line, talking about nothing, waiting on a bite. Ain't never had a bad day, chilling on a tailgate, grilling in the parking lot before the game. It's about time we had a song to raise them up and make some noise. This one's for the boys.
Side by side.
Hey!
Corey,
Yo.
I was on a race on Gran Turismo, like single player.
Yeah.
I did like the turbo race, like the turbo powered car race. And guess who was in the lead?
Me!
Luis Hernandez.
Oh. Oh, damn.
There was a L Hernandez in the lead driving a Mercedes.
Alright, how much he pay to get a GT7? That's what I want to know.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Who do you know at Polyphony Digital, Mr. Hernandez? Oh, we're live, the pod. Yay. Episode 3. You guys ready?
I thought we were doing this in an hour.
Well, we usually start at 7.
What?
Bro, it's...
I crashed. God damn it.
It's
Sorry.
7. It's 7. I mean, I can push it to 8 if you want me to. I can play a game for an hour.
No, let's start it. My bad.
You're good, you're good. The first couple topics are easy.
I gotta look over the topics again because I didn't get to read. Okay, there we go.
So hi everyone, welcome to the pod, episode 3, the BOIIIIIS Racing Network podcast. As you see, the picture this week is the fantastic photo finish, 3x3 to the line, as Daniel Suarez steals one from Ron Blaney and Kyle Busch. He didn't really steal it. He was up top 5 all race.
Very that stung. That stung a lot.
As you being a Blaney fan, I bet it did.
I mean, I've been on the other side of it like 3 times already. So to get to be in that side of it, oof, it hurt.
I liked how that like NASCAR has went to like every driver and showed him the finish from it, and everyone was like, "Damn, that's close." Apparently, this race ranks like 10th in closest finishes, but it is the best finish. It's the first like 3 wide photo finish, so I'll give it that one. Most of them are 2x2. This one's 3x3. And also, Trackhouse released their videos today of Daniel Suarez sticking his tongue out.
A lot of good racing though on that counterpart.
The Cup Series, yes.
Yeah, so I was surprised because I was really expecting a kind of a snoozer, not gonna lie. But they kept it green. They kept it green most of the race. I mean, it was but there was a lot of crazy moves being thrown around too that I didn't expect us to see.
No. Who's this icy verse guy? I don't know.
Cindric's 4 wide move isn't even in the topic here.
No, it's not. It should be. I forgot about that. I try to forget everything about Austin Cindric.
That was
That was a
I'm
ballsy
alright.
fucking move. Ballsy move he pulled.
that was the DT move right there.
All right, so we get to start off strong with qualifying. I didn't think we would talk about qualifying on the podcast this week, but
Yeah, we
Joseph Logano with his webbed glove. So, from watching other podcasts like Denny Hamlin's this week, he says it's not the safety aspect, just NASCAR didn't like that. He found an advantage, and they just used it as a safety aspect. But Joey Logano apparently put webbing between his index finger and thumb on his left-hand glove, which would block more air from getting into the car, which means his car is faster down the straights.
yeah.
My man got a big $10,000 fine, a little slap on the wrist, and said, "I'd never bring those gloves back."
Bro, that's chump change to him though.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he was smart. He's the first one to do it.
Rosie wasn't very happy about the penalty, but I had to explain to him, like, I understand it's a dumb penalty, but at the same time, that glove was not approved, period. I thought it was ingenious. That shit, I've never seen that before.
No, and it's been with the next gen car that we've seen the guys like stick their hand to the window net to block air. And now, I mean, now the thing is though, is like, because Denny said in his podcast, that if Joey would have resent it to SFI and it got approved, would NASCAR have gave him a penalty for it?
If it did, I don't think it should have. The only reason why, I'm pretty sure the only reason why it even got hit was because it wasn't approved.
So now are we going to see guys at plate tracks get their SFI gloves, their gloves certified by SFI with the webbing just for qualifying? Because I mean that is a huge. I mean, from what I've heard and saw on Twitter and stuff, that is a huge advantage of what Logano had. Of just keeping the air out of the car. You can't modify it though. Apparently, Denny said you can modify it, but it has to be reapproved. So you have to use like approved SFI stuff. So I guess if he gets the glove made by a company that's SFI certified, it can work. I don't know. I don't think we'll see another one. I just don't. I think NASCAR didn't like it. I don't think NASCAR really even cared that he did it. I just think they just didn't like how it played. Technically it's an aero advantage, a small aero advantage.
Sure was a good one though.
It was. Got him in pole at Daytona. Got him second at Atlanta, even though he had to go to the back. The next.
Did they capture that at Daytona?
No, but our boy Brayton Laster did some research and found out that after his pole run at Daytona, Joey Logano, as he's driving around, the only glove he took off was his left-hand glove. So the glove that
What the fuck?
he stuck right to the old window. So maybe he had it at Daytona. I'm not gonna say.
That had to definitely been a Daytona thing then too, because that's a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
And the other qualifying story we have is Front Row Motorsports. The Penske Alliance has really helped that team. Michael McDowell, front row sitter, both weeks in a row, pole sitter this week from Atlanta, and second at Daytona. But Todd Gillen was also very good in qualifying. I think he got 6th
That
in
helped him a
Q.
lot.
They look actually pretty sporty. I can't wait to see them like on mile and a halves and stuff.
Well, I think last year when you saw they were running top 10 a little bit, they were running in the top 10 in some races. I think we're going to see more of that.
Michael McDowell did run a lot in top 10. I mean, he pretty much dominated the Indy road course race. So
Well, there was a couple
maybe
times where you
Mike
saw
Keeney.
Gillen in the top 15 too.
Yeah, Gillen's mostly our little play track sleeper. Normally he's
Gillen,
top.
absolutely.
He's normally like a top 15 guy on regular tracks. We'll see though. They could be pulling some top 10s out the hind ends. I think McDowell definitely is now more of a guy who's capable of making the playoffs off a mile and a halfs than Todd Gillen. But that's things we have to watch. Next week at Vegas, or this week at Vegas, excuse me. Damn, I'm already jumping a gun here. That'd be one to watch, is how good is McDowell at Vegas? Mile and a half track.
Could be possible.
And who knows, Todd Gillen could be good on a mile and a half. We just got to see. Now our next topic is the truck series at Atlanta. Everyone thought it was going to be a humongous dumpster fire from the Daytona race. Was actually pretty calm and tame. I watched half of it and then fell asleep last night, and then watched the other half this morning. I thought it was pretty tame.
I thought it was tame too because I'm not gonna lie, I watched the stream from my car. I'd propped up the phone on my dash. Well, not on my dash, but like on the phone carrier and watched the race while I was driving back down from up north.
Yeah, the only thing crazy that really happened in truck race was Bailey Curry hitting something and ripping the roof off, and the roof flying and hitting Ty Dillon's roof and almost ripped his off. That's really the only thing that happened. Kyle Busch would win it, and in his interview, thanked Ty Majeski for never leaving him. So might be some struggles in the old Ford camp, as Ty Majeski did not leave. But I mean, he couldn't really do anything. He had 2 Toyotas lined up behind him. I mean, he kind of played it smart and having to ride around back there with Kyle. But those two, they seem to work all right together. Kyle Busch back in the truck this week at Vegas for the old Spire camp. Looking for possibly his 66 truck win.
Probably.
If he gets it done, which I think he can. Them Spire trucks are fast.
I lost count, honestly, with how many truck wins he's had.
I think they said 65 last week on the broadcast, but could be wrong. If I'm forgetting anything from the truck race chat, let me know. Yeah, 65. Okay, 65 truck wins. We could look at your lap leaders though from the truck race and see if anything crazy happened. Tyler Ankrum led 46. Grant Enfinger led 23. Hey, Grant was the leader when I tuned in live on Saturday, and he kind of got hoed. And
Right.
Eckes was 20th, or he led 20 laps and was involved in a crash.
Eckes looked like he had the fastest truck overall. He was doing pretty good up until those brake issues.
Yeah. And, I mean, just the weird thing with Bailey Curry and the hood, the roof coming off. I don't know what he hit. He said there was a lot of debris up on the top side. He had brake issues? Oh, he had brake issues. Oh. Oh, he had brakes. Never mind. I'm sorry. I was reading the wrong one. I was reading Jack Wood, who crashed. Jack Wood. Jack of my
Almost
wood.
became the NASCAR convertible truck series.
Hey, we did have a Nice caution, though. Apparently, Bailey Curry. Well, so it just says damage, but we're calling it. And then we go to the Xfinity boys, which Also had a very tame Atlanta race. There was a little bit more racing in that one, but still very tame compared to previous seasons. And my pick to win won. Not really hard to see how that one didn't happen. Austin Hill.
Yeah, Super Speedway Merchant in the
Austin
Xfinity
Hill
Series.
is the
Austin
damn
Hill.
Super Speedway GOAT of the Xfinity Series with this car. Only led 2 laps, and he led the 2 laps that mattered, the last 2. Fuel mileage was huge at the end. I think we had an overtime?
Pretty sure we did.
Yeah, we had an overtime, which really sent everybody on a loop. The Ford started running out of fuel first, and then some of the Chevys ran out, and then some of the Toyotas ran out. So all hell broke loose at the end of that thing, and Austin Hill was lucky enough to beat another Joe Gibbs car back-to-back weeks of Richard Childress 1, Joe Gibbs 2. He beat Chandler Smith. SVG P3, good run for him in his his second big-time Xfinity race. He was riding around the top 10 most of the time I was seeing him, so I mean he was a factor.
He was.
He wasn't just a guy who was riding back there and shitting around all race long and 30th.
Oh, he was running pretty hard.
Sheldon Creed will get 4th. Parker Reslaf got 5th. Jeremy Clements 6th. Here's where the field mileage kicked in. Parker Reslaf, Jeremy Clements, Anthony Alfredo, Jeffrey Earnhardt. 6th, 7th, and 8th right there. 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Guys who were like top 15 all day and squeaked their way into a top 10. Truex got 9th, Ryan Truex, and Sammy Smith gets 10th.
Oh, yeah.
A guy who I said I would like to see something out of this week in last week's pod gets a top 10. Cars who really got hurt, but from all that was all pretty much the Fords. Haley Deegan 27th, Herbst 15th, Custer 16th. They all had to hit pit road.
Piss poor strategy from that camp.
Yeah. Which was weird. I watched Haley Deegan's vlog from this week, and she they had told her with Ted to go she was good on fuel even if they had an overtime, which was crazy. Did not make it though, ran out of fuel. And Deegan will finish 27th deep in that stacked Xfinity field. Points for Xfinity is Austin Hill, Sheldon Creed, Herbst, Chandler Smith, Jesse Love. That is your top 5 in the points. Parker Reslaf sitting in 6th though. Good for him.
Oh, yeah.
A guy I don't think a lot of people thought would have a good run this year. Showed up the first 2 plate races. We'll just see how his rest of his season goes. SVG's 9th in points, so there you go. Playoff guy right now. Without the road course. And now Austin Hill. We're gonna go talk a little, have our super speedway spiel about Austin Hill again. We had it last week. That dude, I don't know. He is wild on these plate tracks, and he finds his way to just like get up there and just sneak a win too. It's crazy. But when he runs a cup car, he's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
But 2 for 2 to start off 2024 is pretty damn good. He ain't got. I mean, right now he don't even have to worry about the rest of the season. He can just run 40th the rest of the year, and he's a playoff guy. But you know him; he's hungry. He's gonna get more wins. And him winning last week gives him his 8th Xfinity win of the season. Or 8th Xfinity win all the time, not season. My fault.
Career?
Yep, of his career. 8th Xfinity win. His stats are Daytona, Atlanta, Daytona, Vegas, Atlanta, Pocono, Daytona, and Atlanta. Oh, he won Vegas last year. Uh-oh. Damn, Austin Hill gonna go 3 for 3?
Probably.
Oh, man. Austin Hill, 3 for 3 to start the year. Pocono and Xfinity car, I was gonna say it's kind of like a plate track, but it's really not actually. They have to lift a lot.
Well, yeah, there's 3 different corners. There's 3 different corners. You can't go flat out on either of them.
But Austin Hill showing his strength. And we said last week we don't think he's ever leaving the Xfinity. I don't think he's leaving the Xfinity series. I think he's just gonna stay around and get Justin Allgaier of the series. And another big topic, actually, from the Xfinity series, I forgot about. Thanks me for looking at the notes. What'd you think of JJ Yaley's crew going to try to fight Kyle Weatherman?
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah, JJ Yaley's crew chief got, I think he's suspended for 2 races for going in there and trying to fight. Going in there and trying to fight Kyle Weatherman.
That's pretty on brand for their crew, I guess, or for their team.
Only thing from the Twitter video you can hear is JJ Yaley's crew chief's like, "You better not touch my car." So I guess something had happened during the race that Fox didn't catch. Nobody caught. A little beating and banging, and which caused JJ Yaley's crew chief to go a little crazy and throw hands. I mean, went in there, he grabbed him by the throat. I thought that was like, oh shit. Herbst won Vegas too. Yes, Herbst did win the fall Vegas race.
He is the defending winner.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a lot of sense. I wouldn't be surprised if he's up there.
It's too early to be calling Austin Hill a lifer.
I can see it.
He has nowhere to go unless Kyle Busch magically retires in a couple years, and which I mean Kyle Busch was going to retire soon, but well, I don't know about soon, but he's going to retire, and then maybe he goes in that car because he said he doesn't want to leave Richard Childress. We know he's not replacing a 3 car. The 3 car is Austin Dillon's ride for life.
I mean, unless Dylan's like, yeah, fuck this and give it to him.
True. That would be very unbrand for Austin Dillon, but well, I don't know. Ty Dillon left the camp. And we see where that got him. A man, mediocre Xfinity and truck rides after dipping on the team.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be there either if my brother's getting all the shit.
And now we kind of talked about it a little bit at the start of the race, start of the podcast, start of the race. Wow. The fantastic Cup Series race at Atlanta. I've seen a lot of people saying they love New Atlanta now. Past 2 years, it was a very hit or miss topic to talk about. If you like New Atlanta, or you want old Atlanta back, or I think this race pretty much secluded that New Atlanta is to stay. I don't think they would ever go back and revert it, but New Atlanta is here to stay, especially with the Cup cars. The Cup cars put on a fantastic performance at Atlanta, and I mean they've always put on a good performance at Atlanta. I guess they just built this track on a very good set of ground, because even when it was the original oval back before they turned it into a D-shaped oval, it produced good racing as well. Atlanta's always been one of the tracks that just always produced good racing, no matter what the surface, whatever it was. And we got one of those fantastic Atlanta finishes. Daniel Suarez ekes out Ryan Blaney by 3 1,000ths of a second, and ekes out Kyle Busch by 7 1,000ths of a second to win his second career Cup Series race. Pretty much cooling off his seat. I mean, he was coming in this season was on a hot seat with SVG, signing with Trackhouse, and Zane Smith signing with Trackhouse. I mean, Suarez's seat was pretty hot, and now I think he kind of cools it off. But now, the question is, what happens with a guy like Zane Smith and a SVG? If you're Trackhouse, do you buy another charter from another team to get one of them in? Speaking of hot seat, Justin Marks said that seat was never hot.
Really?
Justin Marks, and I agree with that in the comments. I agree with what Chi said in the comments. Justin Marks has been a huge Daniel Suarez supporter for a long time. I don't think the seat was hot, but it was getting warm. NASCAR media is the one that said it was a hot seat. And everyone just rolled with it and said it was a hot seat. I think it was warm because of everybody they had just signed and threw in there. Because now he's got a young talent in Zane Smith. He's got the international star with SVG. And he's got two Cup guys who can go out here and win races any week. I don't think he's ever been in a hot seat to begin with. Suarez is one of the reasons the track has this because of Pitbull. Okay. That was the exact quote from Justin Marks. So, yeah, I didn't think it. I mean, it was NASCAR media made it a hot seat, but like I said, without Daniel Suarez, I mean, Trackhouse wouldn't be a team. I mean, they almost won Bristol Dirt their first season, and almost won Pocono their first season with Suarez before they even got Chastain. So Suarez has showed that he's got the talent to get him up there and contend for wins. But like, what do you do with a young star of Zane Smith's caliber, and what do you do with SVG? I guess you have to go buy another charter, and put a third car in, unless you want to run an unchartered third car, which I mean they kind of are doing already this year with the 91 car, because SVG is running some part time in Cup.
Yeah. I got a feeling there's no way either of those two are leaving Trackhouse anytime soon. They just got signed. They're gonna be there for a good while.
Yeah.
Unless something doesn't work out. Unless, someone comes in and buys out Zane's contract or something.
Y'all know who has the 71
I-
charter? Oh yeah, you're right. Trackhouse does own the 71 charter. Continue, my fault. I was reading chat.
I was gonna say, I don't see SVG leaving.
In 23XI winning their first year, they're going to Talladega in the fall rain shortened race. So yes, they did. They did win. And that brings us to now, since we've talked about all three series, Chevrolet is 6 for 6 to start off 2024. First time a manufacturer has swept the first two weekends of the season. I'm not gonna lie, without the fuel mileage race, I don't think Chevy was gonna win the Xfinity Series race. But Chevy has showed they are one of the fastest cars in all three of the series. I'm not gonna lie though, I feel like this year they're a lot closer. Because Ford was dominant on the big tracks last year, and Toyota's was more dominant on the short tracks. I feel like with them changing the nose, even though we haven't seen a short track, we haven't seen a mile and a half yet. I feel like with them changing the noses of the cars, I feel like it's kind of made them all closer again. So I feel like we're gonna have a year, maybe like the first year of the next gen car, where we could have possibility of 15, 16 winners. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you. I just
Oh, you're good.
kind of thought about it. I'm like, yeah, it could be real diversified this season.
And so the Cup, we'll go ahead and start talking about Cup stuff. I know we've jumped around it. Cup race was phenomenal. 3 wide racing for a lot of it. 2 wide. We had the big one on lap 3. It had Austin Dillon, Chase Elliott, Noah Gragson, Josh Williams, C. Bell, Harrison Burton, Bubba Wallace, and a few other guys in it. Daniel Suarez got some damage in that first one. Oh, before we move on. 2022 was not real diverse. Oh, well, I would say it's more like different guys winning. I should have been at like manufacturer. Chevy won 19 races. Okay, Jesus.
I understood what you were saying.
All right, Chevrolet, chill out. So the big,
Chevrolet always standing on business.
yeah, they should change the Cadillac next year. No, I'm just playing. I don't think that's happening. We had the big one on lap 3 that took out a lot of cars. Josh Williams made a statement saying he thought he left the ARCA series a long time ago, which I kind of chuckled at.
Wait, who said that?
Josh Williams.
Oh,
He said he thought he left the ARCA series a long time ago. Pretty much saying the Coke series is
yeah.
the ARCA series. Brad Keselowski pulled a Brad Keselowski move, middle of the race, caused the big one. This race, 25% of this race was ran under caution. And the average green flag run was 17.7 laps. Now, there was a big moment in the race where no caution came out. It was when Michael McDowell and... Fuck, I forgot his name.
William
Byron, there we go. Went down pit road, and Michael McDowell wheel hopped and spun it.
That shit was nuts. I'm so surprised I didn't throw a caution out for that.
I am too, especially since Byron's car legitimately was like on the banking. He was on the transition, so NASCAR just didn't want to hit the button. Michael McDowell really recovered from his. I thought he hit the wall worse than Byron, but from the car look, his car was way cleaner than Byron. Byron's nose was completely destroyed on it. Byron would come home 17th. Michael McDowell would recover and get a top 10 out of that. Todd Gilliland, we were talking about him earlier with the FRM being good. He led 58 laps of this race. I think, yeah, he led the most laps in this Cup race at Atlanta.
He was doing pretty good. I thought he'd be a threat at the end of the race.
He was very good at pushing cars. You could see he pushed like Kyle Busch to the front. He would go back. He'd go get somebody else. Him and Cedric were hooked up for a lot of the race too, and he would fly up through there and push Cedric to the front. I think he's the one who pushed Cedric for the 4 wide move that Cedric made.
I'd have to go back and look at that because you might be right. That was a crazy move. Because I watched him go all the way down, and I was like, "What the fuck? Here we go. This is the caution right here." But he just kept it pushing, and he was couple seconds ahead of the 3 cars.
Yeah, he was. I don't know, Cindric the last 2 weeks, I know they're play tracks, but he's been up there, even though I said I like to forget everything about Austin Cindric.
Oh man, he was him and he's being a menace. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, we got breaking news, apparently. This afternoon, our director Jimmy Morales and the director of the State Entertainment Agency, Esteban Estrada, held a meeting to evaluate the possible arrival of NASCAR MX to GDL using the vicinity of a stadium. Ooh, Clash going to Mexico.
That is gonna be insane.
Looks like we're getting passports.
I already have mine.
How's it get mine?
I have mine, and I actually want to go. Like, the moment they announce Montreal to next year, I'm probably wanting to do Montreal.
Montreal is a good road course. It usually rains there too,
Dude,
so.
that was my favorite road course to watch the Xfinity series.
Trying to think of anything else crazy happening in a cup race that we're overlooking. Oh, we had a red flag for 11 minutes because of Denny Hamlin's crash, which I think that was just to clean the track up without burning laps.
What about the wreck with Logano? Oh my god. It was like Hamlin was in it because he fucking.
Oh,
hit
yeah, the stage 2 caution. The stage 2
Oh,
caution.
Busher.
Yeah, Busher. Yeah. And that one wiped out Busher and Logano.
Not gonna lie, Joey. That was a real boneheaded move from Joey.
Yeah, pretty much. Logano doing a bit of his old plate tactics. A guy who did not have a good day, now that I'm looking at it, Alex Bowman. From second place in the 500 to 27th at Atlanta. Yikes. He was in the first big wreck, though. So I'm not going to really shit on him this week, but. But your Cup point standings. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's someone, and I'm speaking from being serious here. I think that's someone you need to watch out when it comes to like hot seats.
Bowman?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, his seat is
I don't know.
on fire.
I'm not sure how long his contract is, but I don't see him in that car very much longer.
How them Hendrick boys do? Not great. The best finishing Hendrick car was Chase Elliott, 15th. Yikes. And then Byron, 17th.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he spun it. And then it's Byron, and then it's Bowman and Larson. Larson was out because of a crash with But our point standings as after this race is Kyle Busch with a 1 point lead over Willie B. This is regular points, not playoff. Then it's Cindric, Bubba,
shit.
Blaney, Elliott, Suarez. Yeah. So Kyle Busch has a 1 point lead over William Byron and Austin Cindric. Cindric is tied for second in points. And then it's Bubba, Blaney, Chase, Suarez, Chastain, Bowman, Truex, Larson, LaJoy, John Hunter, Nemechek, Ty Gibbs, Chris Buescher, Christopher Bell, Eric Jones, Stenhouse, Hamlin, Michael McDowell, and Daniel Hemrick. Bowman signed a 3-year contract extension. Allen signed a 5-year. Oh, damn. I know Bowman signed last year. Huh. I guess Bowman's staying for a little bit.
Well,
And just your playoff standings, if the playoffs were to start today, is Kyle Busch, Cindric, Byron, Bubba, Blaney, Chase, Suarez, Chastain, Bowman, Truex, Larson, LaJoy, Nemechek, Ty Gibbs, Chris Buescher, and Eric Jones. That would be your playoffs if they were to start today. Eric Jones and John Hunter have got the legacy team on point. Can't be looking like Freddie Kraft and his guys here. Okay, buddy.
I was gonna say the Toyota partnership really has helped a lot. It's only been 2 races, but you could definitely see there's an improvement.
Yes. It might not be in qualifying wise, but race wise, they're pretty sporty.
Oh well.
Qualifying, well, it was play races, and they both really haven't
Yeah.
had enough oomph up there. We'll see as we hit Vegas this week. And with Vegas this week, we have all 3 series. I'm pretty sure it goes to Vegas. Yeah. All 3 series goes to Vegas. We have the trucks, the Xfinity, and the Truck Series. Trucks are Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. A night race. The Victoria's Voice Foundation 200. Eric, who are you picking for the trucks?
I got Kyle Busch.
And my prediction
Kyle
for
Busch.
that, my prediction for that one is, since you took Kyle Busch, I'm gonna say Christian Eckes. I'm gonna say Eckes. Guess that one. My gut is telling me Kyle Busch just dominates that thing.
Yeah.
But since you picked Kyle Busch, I had to go someone else. And then we have Saturday, the Laguna does not have a race number behind it, so the Laguna 300 is 5 p.m. on Saturday, Fox Sports 1. The Xfinity boys show up in the town. Last year's spring winner was Austin Hill. So, Eric, who you picking to win
For
the
Xfinity Series, I don't know, man. I got a feeling about Bradley Herbst running well. He might be able to defend his win.
from the fall? Riley Herbst was good in both races last year. He finished 10th in the spring and won the fall race. I'm going on a limb because I feel like these cars have been fast. I'm going Sheldon Creed winning for Joe Gibbs.
He might.
I think it's going to be him or Chandler Smith, but I feel like Creed's going to squeak one.
Yeah.
Early this year. He was fast both at Daytona and here, and now he doesn't have to, play backup to Austin Hill, so I feel like that's going to be a good one for him. And then we had the Cup boys. William Byron won the Vegas spring race last year, beat his teammate Kyle Larson. Bowman was third. It was a Hendrick 1-2-3 last year at Vegas. Who you picking, Eric, to win the Vegas Cup Series?
I'll tell you what, that is definitely not happening this year. This one's a little tough because I don't know, man. I got a feeling. Who did I pick for Atlanta? Did I pick Blaney?
You picked Blaney.
God damn. I don't know, man. I think his teammate Joey might pull something out of his hat.
You think Joey's gonna win the Pennzoil 400 in the Pennzoil car?
I think so.
I'm going on a whim again. He ran good in the spring race last year at Vegas. I think if he gets up there, gets track position, that car's been good at Kansas, which is a lot like Vegas. I'm going Tyler Reddick.
You know what? That's a good answer. Tyler Reddick does usually do good at Vegas. He's usually pretty fast.
The 45 car's been really good on like a mile and a half big D-shaped oval like Vegas and Kansas. So I'm gonna say Reddick. Now watch Tyler Reddick finish like 30th, and I look like an absolute fool.
I mean, we don't know that yet.
Put some respect on Larson. Larson's gonna be up there, but I just think Tyler Reddick gets him one early. Does Arca race this week? No, their next race is Phoenix next week.
Yeah.
Who won the Cup race in the fall at Vegas? Fall was Larson. Beat Christopher Bell, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski. Ooh, Brad ran good in the fall. Damn.
Brad's usually good at Vegas, though.
Chastain ran good. Reddick, Truex finished top 10. I ain't saying nothing about Truex this year until he wins one.
Yeah, you're just like.
I'm just
keep my mouth shut on this one.
I'm just riding a train here. Riding the old train.
It's only the beginning of the season, man.
And Chad did bring something up. It wasn't on our list. But, what do you think about the Stewart Haas boys and their cheating scandal?
That team is just. I'm not sure what to say anymore. I think that team, as much shit as they were talking before the season started, they haven't done anything to back it up. It just makes them look 10 times worse.
So, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, they got busted last year too. The 14 car out.
Not for the same reason, but yes,
No,
they definitely got busted.
Oh my god. Stewart Haas is just trying any way to make themselves relevant again. You know the saying, bro. What, birds of a feather flock together? Once a cheater, always a cheater.
Oh, yeah.
They confiscated the roof rails of the 10 and the 41. Was docked 35 driver and owner points on Tuesday. In Xfinity Series, Ryan Truex had one lug nut unsecure, resulting in a $5,000 fine. And SS Greenlight crew chief Jason Miller was suspended from two NASCAR Xfinity Series races, Vegas and Phoenix, Miller, crew chief of J.J. Yeley's 14 car, was found in violation of Section 4.4D of Xfinity Series rulebooks, which specifies member-to-member confrontations with physical violence.
Unfortunate, but
Hey, my man stood on business for
yes,
something
he did,
nobody
bro.
even saw.
He definitely did.
Thank God that level 1 penalty wasn't on my boy Josh Berry. Praise God. Josh Berry ain't no cheater.
Man, I don't even think it was like. I don't think it was the drivers.
Apparently, it was. It had to be constructed of a .005-inch thick piece of aluminum roof rail, and it has to meet the CAD drawing sent by NASCAR, and it did not meet that.
Why am I not surprised by that?
It doesn't say by how much, but in NASCAR and how we've been multiple years with the whole cheating debacle and teams bringing parts, they're going to probably show them off for the rest of the season. Do not have your roof rails look like these. Any other big races this week?
Big races? I don't know.
Besides NASCAR 3 Series?
Didn't someone say F1 was supposed to start soon?
I don't know. I know IndyCar starts in a couple weeks.
March 2nd. Bahrain.
Oh, so F1 is this week.
Yeah.
Saturday. Bahrain
Saturday.
Grand Prix. Ooh. You excited for the big JRM announcement? I don't even know anything about it.
There is a tweet that Junior had made about a potential announcement for a driver.
Dale Jr. driving 5 races. Let's go.
No.
I know his big announcement last week was Carson Kvapil to Martinsville. WEC starts this weekend as well.
Hoping to see a road rigger coming back.
Max Verstappen Masterclass. Whoa. We don't know. Don't go ahead and start that spoiler. Wow, the tweet right before the JRM tweet is someone promoting OnlyFans on my Twitter. Crazy.
That is insane.
Next level debauchery.
Seriously.
Who's ready for another Driver 88 announcement?
Who was the cornball again that like tried to say that Robbie Gordon was coming back?
Oh God.
I don't know. I don't remember
Patterns.
his name. Yeah.
There you go. So it's supposed to be the 88 cars getting another driver. Has Junior announced his races?
Probably not. I haven't seen anything about Junior.
Someone said, "Is it Icy Vert?" Okay, buddy.
Is it Icy? No.
We all know it's Jeff Gordon. Come on now.
What?
Someone said, "Is it Junior, Paludo back, Kyle Busch, Raja, Daniel Dye?" I've got a hunch it's Jimmy Spencer. What? My money's on Kevin Harvick. Raja Caruth did like a tweet from Junior Motorsports about the 88 car. They talked about Junior returning to the. They talked about Junior returning to the NBC booth. Yeah, I saw that. He said he would like to return. Since you're done streaming NASCAR races, go international and stream F1 races. Okay, buddy. That's the next level. The truth kind of hurts. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's something Eric tweeted. Chad, who do you think is going to be the 88 driver? I think it's going to be somebody on a short track. Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon coming out of retirement to run one race. I mean, Gordon could run Martinsville. Oh, well, never mind. Carson Quabble's already got that one. Damn.
There's 2 Martinsville races. Actually, never mind. They can't even do the second one anyway.
Nikita Bazapid. Jeff's a little hefty, though. Dale Senior's Ghost. Okay, buddies. Alright. I think that's it for the pod this week. We kind of flew through this one. Well,
Wasn't a whole lot of us, though. That's...
Yeah. There's a lot of us talking over each other.
Yeah.
Bobby the Bonnie. Jeff said that he still got it at Martinsville. Hell
Bro,
yeah.
just throw Jeff Gordon in a truck, man.
Now I'm on WWE Twitter. Alright, that's it for the pod. Thank y'all for watching and hanging out. We'll see y'all next week for the pod. For Vegas recap, Phoenix predictions, F1 talk. As F1 is going to be big. We're going to talk about those boys as well. Maybe they put on a fantastic show.
I'll have to watch it.
We'll have a resident international motorsports watcher Cart to jump in and give us all the insights that we don't know nothing about.
Yeah. I'll have to get myself re-educated.
I know Cart will also be watching WEC as well this week, so he will tell us all the information we need to know from that. As I am just a casual motorsports enjoyer and watch only big races if it's not my NASCAR. Except Formula 1. I do watch all the Formula 1 races and most of the IndyCar races. But WEC and IMSA, it's like hit or miss on those. You ain't even a casual, you're clueless. Alright, podcast over. Thanks for watching.